Welcome back, people. KG is back. It is time for the match prediction, and Lord have mercy, somebody might want to check Daniel Farke's puck because he stole one today, people. Absolutely stole one. Liverpool 0, Leeds United 0. Unbelievable. We're going to get into the hair stuck to me. Going to get into all the lineup talk and the performance. There's not really much to talk about except for how resolute this team was. But we're going to give our honest opinions for the lineup. We're going to do that, right? No hindsight talking. Give my honest opinion on the lineup as well. And listen, Happy New Year. We're going to get this out in this video. 2nd, 3rd, 4th of January. Don't want to hear no Happy New Year. It's done by then, all right, people? But yeah, listen, people. Like the video if you haven't already. Got loads of hair stuck to me. I don't know what that is. Like the video, please. Free to do, helps out the channel. Big up to Mr. P and Parrot House for the super thanks on the last video. Much appreciated. You know what? Because the whistle's gone, ugly and beautiful, I can agree with that. That won't be the best performance of the season, not even close. But that was an important point. And when you look at the team, and we'll get the team that we put up in just a moment, that's a fantastic point. Daniel Farke had a plan today, and I need him after the game, and we'll go through it on the cool down tomorrow. I need him to say that the plan was executed perfectly, because there was only one plan today, people, and it was to come out with a point. That is it. We weren't going to win. We weren't going to snatch 3 points. That would have been an added bonus. That team was set up today to get a point, and my Lord, they did it. They absolutely did it. Couple super chats coming in. Hyru here. Shout out to you, Hyru. Happy New Year, KG. If you told me before the season we draw twice to Liverpool, I've taken that. Very happy with the defensive work today. Yeah, I mean, if we could draw to them twice, but what if we lost every other game? Would you take that? No, I know what you're saying. I won't take it out of context. What's going on, Sai? Shout out to you, man. Outstanding result that I would have taken from the start. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, get too far. I thought this might have been a game too far for the team. 6 unbeaten. 6 unbeaten. So it's a brilliant run, and especially with the changes. And yeah, listen, solid performance. Yeah, absolutely. Calvert Lewandowski almost nicked. Yeah, one look at the line plan. Absolutely. Yeah, great point. Absolutely. Let's just get into the lineup, because nothing much to talk about, which we're going to look out for. But yeah, when I saw this lineup, people, I thought the Derby game would come sooner. I thought I'd made a couple of games, and I thought, wait a minute, we got Derby up today, because this is very Allardyce-ish. Okay, this lineup here is Allardyce versus Tottenham on the Friday when we did get relegated. There's 2 attacking players in this starting 2. Oh God, is it sounds falling off a cliff? Okay, hold on a minute. Happy New Year, and is the mic better now? Let me know before I continue talking. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Is the mic better now? Yeah, better now. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Got it. Thank you for that, people. Yeah. I will get this sorted out after, because I think it was happening yesterday. Okay. We're good now. We're good. But yeah, this lineup here looked very cup tie-ish, and it was very reminiscent of Alan when we got relegated against Tottenham. But the fact that they still stuck to the plan, but now I think put in a very, very, good performance today. But you could tell he was blowing towards the end of the second half. He was, I think like 5 minutes before he came off, he was calling to the bench to say, I can't do no more. So, but now for what he hasn't played this season, I thought did very well today. I thought Goodmanson and Frimpong had a real good battle over there. Goodmanson did get caught out a couple of times, but I think he held his own against Frimpong overall. Justin as well had a few, basically the whole team had a few good blocks in there, but Justin had some crucial interceptions today. What I will say, people talk about the referee. I think they missed one again for Liverpool. I think Biol held on to Ekitike far too long, so I think we got away with one. And when you consider they love to give penalties at that place for Liverpool, I think we got away with that. I think if Ekitike goes down, I think we probably concede a penalty there. But again, I don't talk about refs. You control the controllables, and Liverpool as well didn't really do enough as well. What I will say with this, in terms of the lineup, though, is before the game started, I did think if you're going to rotate, which I understand there's a big turnaround of games, if you're not seeing Tanaka and Nanto in this lineup, it's kind of like, well, when are you going to see them? And maybe it's because it's Liverpool and not, say, a Brighton or something like that that we've got next. Maybe that's the reason why. But yeah, it was kind of like, wow, man, Tanaka's not getting in, but Nanto's not getting in, even with the changes. Calvert Lewin dropping to the bench. I get it. You can't overplay these players. But look, the plan worked, worked a treat today. Yeah, Justin was outstanding back there, man. Absolutely. Ryan here saying, I'd have taken Ampadu off earlier to avoid the ban, but it is what it is. Yeah. Look, the whole thing about resting players to avoid yellow cards, if you do rest a player, essentially you've made them miss a game anyway, haven't you? So, I mean, yeah, it would have been ideal, but you saw how he was hanging on towards the end. I think it was important that Ampadu stayed on. We are going to miss him for the next game 100%, but we're going to have to go with that. And listen, that's going to be big. And we'll get into the Man United game. I think there is ways that we can win that game against this version of Man United, but without Joe Rodon, without Ethan Ampadu, it's going to be a lot harder. Oh God. Yeah, Gruev. Yep, Gruev did what he did. Look, when you see the midfield of Gruev, Ampadu, and Stack, you know you're not going to get much creativity in there. There's going to be hardly any. Stack will drive forward, of course, but that is going to be the defensive, resolute kind of midfield that we did. And it worked. You could see Liverpool getting frustrated. By the way, shout out as well for us for all the time wasting. The crowd was starting to get a little bit annoyed. Slot was getting annoyed with it as well, that we're taking our times over throw-ins. That's smart. That's what you've got to do. You've got to use all the tricks in your toolbox when you're not playing with a full toolbox. And look, they've done what they needed to do today. Zero complaints about a 0-0 draw with this lineup. Absolutely brilliant, man. Yeah, great point. Let me just see a couple of more super chats. Jaggy here saying here, yes, KG, great result today. Let's smash them on Sunday. Radaby Lee saying, so pleased with a clean sheet. Yeah, first clean sheet as well, by the way, since the Newcastle game back in August. Another positive there. Alex here saying, a great draw, clean sheet at Liverpool. Goodmanson, man of the match for me. We move. Yeah, Goodmanson, I thought Goodmanson did really well against Frimpong. Ringo here saying, would have been a great point anyway, but to do that without Rodon is very impressive indeed. But our Justin did very well. West Ham will be gutted. Yeah, absolutely. Mr. P coming in as well. Clean sheet plus an away point at Anfield, able to play a weakened team too. Yeah, that this team is weakened as hell. Like, if I saw this team up against Derby, I'm thinking, this is risky, but shout out to him, man. And listen, full credit. If it goes wrong, obviously you don't get the credit, but it went exactly according to plan. I don't think Daniel Farker could have planned that any better today. Honestly, though, I don't think he could have planned that any better. He loves to come away with points. That's his main thing. Obviously, the last one against Sunderland, he was disappointed with because he felt that was a winnable game. But generally, away from home, he loves just gaining points. And I think that today's plan was exactly how he sought it out. Honestly, I do. Mark in the house as well with the super chat. Thank you. Can't wait to beat the Reds. I'll take the point. Yeah. I don't know if someone said in the chat to contest the yellow. You can't contest yellow cards. Yeah. Adai here saying here the point will be precious. Absolutely, man. Let me just get where is the table? Where's the table? We'll get the table up in a bit. Let me just go through a couple more comments. Justin get his credit today. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, again, and I'll say this, when I think about Bogle being out the team, I'm thinking, man, it's a big drop off. But James Justin was really good out there today. But again, because of the lack of football that he's had over the past few months, you could tell he was getting a little bit fatigued towards the end. That's natural to happen. But again, he did his job. Everybody basically did their job defensively well today. There's no complaints. We was not going there to win. Every time that we did manage to get the ball forward, you'll notice that ball went straight back. We went straight back towards our goal every single time, except for maybe 2 times where maybe Metro or Aronson had got in behind. Every single time we got a mere sniff of a break, we stopped, went back into midfield, went back in defense. There was no plan to try and get this in open play. I'm sorry, I'll never be convinced. So if you're talking defensively, which was the job today, everyone did well. Yeah, we did lose a bit in attack without Bogle, but Justin was brilliant defensively. Absolutely, yeah. But our first start and was fantastic. Yeah, I thought so too. So yeah, and there goes those little fears that I had in the preview of if Bunau isn't trusted in this match to slot in Rodon's place, then he needs to leave because obviously he won't be trusted. So salute to him, and he put in a good shift. We'll see if he's actually injured. I think he may just cramped up towards the end. I don't know if he's going to actually be hurt, but obviously with his record, injury record, we may have to just hold our breath with that one. But we'll see. Perry didn't do much. Well earned point. Yeah, people still talk about Perry, man. It's funny. You know what? I think people are waiting. I'm not talking to you specifically, Ryan, but I think people are waiting for Perry to make one big blunder so they can really pile on because there isn't really much to pile on at the minute. You know, you're not getting a perfect goalkeeper there, but he's doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, even that instance in the first half where he should have claimed it a bit better and it just kind of like started to pinball for about 30 seconds. But overall, the guy's doing what he's supposed to do for a team that is fighting relegation, you know? So I think people are just waiting for Perry to make that one big blunder so they can really pile on, but it isn't happening just yet, people. But I'm sure you'll be waiting for that day. Yeah. Vanilla Coffee saying here more Liverpool lack of shots for Liverpool. Listen, the block, like I say for Farker, the blocks were beautiful. The blocks were beautiful, both mid and low block. That's what we set out to do. Big guys in there, clearing everything out. You see even Stroud towards the end of the match as well. Loads of clearances with his right foot. You know he wasn't comfortable with that, but he just stuck it in there and got it out. Point gained, man. Point gained here, definitely. And I will say this, maybe it's because it's New Year's as well, people. But watching on TV, that Liverpool crowd didn't sound great. It didn't sound great. It didn't sound like they were getting agitated until, like, say, maybe like the 70th minute onwards. You know, you're Liverpool at home. You should be giving more noise, except for when you're singing your song at the start. But that's just me. That's just me. Yeah. More props for Justin. Yeah, absolutely. But he was good today. Yeah, I agree with that as well, Jason. Apart from the singing at the start, man, that thing's like a library. But can't say that about that football club, can you? Yeah, Maresca's gone from Chelsea. That happened earlier today. Crazy stuff out there. Crazy stuff. Yeah, I heard our fans singing more about the referee being, you know, the Scouse in black. I heard that more than anything. Maybe it's the mics, yeah. Maybe it's the mics. Okay, let me just get the table up. While I'm doing that, people, if you haven't already, please hit a like on the video. What? Wait a minute. Angus here saying, genuinely think we outclassed them. They were so poor. They were so poor. We just outmuscled them. I mean, I don't think we did not outclass them, Angus. No. We've stolen a point here. Make no mistakes about it. If they broken through in the 96 minutes, then there would nobody here could sit here and complain. It'd be like, well, we just waited and waited, soaked up too much pressure, and eventually the dam broke. But we did. What I will agree with you though is that we made them look ordinary. I don't think they played the game that they've been playing in recent fixtures. I think that our defensive structure and the way we set up stopped them from playing. Verts today, if you're a Liverpool fan, you'll be disappointed with because he was up against a substitute right back, a centre back that hasn't started a game in the Premier League all season long. He should have had way more joy than he did today, and we stopped him out. We snuffed him out. I think their most dangerous player in open play was probably Frimpong. I think he was probably their most dangerous player. Ekatike looked decent at times, but again, we stopped him. So yeah, we could have nicked that. We could have nicked that, of course. Let me just get someone just sent in a super chat here. Oh, there's a few. I've missed a couple. Okay, Barney in the house. What's going on, Barney? 6 inches from a win. Yep, he still scored in his mind. DCL, what defensive resolve? Yeah, I mean, I knew it was offside. That would have been lovely, though, innit? That would have been the ultimate smash and grab. Absolutely, I'd love it. I'd be celebrating that like a cup. honestly, at this stage. What's it? Hashi's here saying, please for five, he's proven me wrong. Maybe we could have gone for it at 70 minutes, but take it. But take it. 6 games unbeaten, bring on Man United. Yeah, now we're not going for it at 70 minutes at Anfield. That's not happening. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You've got to know your spots, people. Look at the starting lineup we've got here. Okay. I know we've made changes. DCL and Okafor and everyone came on. You've got to know your spots. Okay. If we start to go for it at 70 minutes today, we will get cooked. Okay. We would get cooked. So yeah, I'm good with the point today. Sometimes you're disappointed with the point, like the Sunderland point. I was disappointed with that one purely from the team that Sunderland had out and Dan Ballard being out, and even Farker knew that that was a good chance for 3 points. I'm good with the point today, absolutely. Hashi's here saying West Ham have signed 3 players. Well, this is what I was going to get into. Then I'll show the table, people. But West Ham are not wasting any time, people. And this is what all these good results can't mask the fact that we still need to strengthen. We still need to strengthen one at left back. We still need probably another forward. We need to get things done. Excuse me. Right. West Ham. They've already, I think Pablo Deal is almost done. He's going to be coming in, but now they're in talks with Tati Castellanos from Lazio. I think he's got like 5 goal involvements in only like 11 games as well this season. He's a decent finisher, very decent finisher. So West Ham are already trying to make moves here to give their squad a jolt, give themselves a chance of survival. We can't stay still. And that's the dangerous thing for me. I hope that this group, this ownership have learnt from the last time, where just because we had a good result or we're going on a good run, that means we don't have to do anything. That does not mean that. You've got to strengthen from a position of strength. And that's where we are at this moment in time when you look at the table. We've got to get in recruits, to help this squad out. So what is it? Fab just gave a here we go for that one. Yeah, not surprised. Is that because he was hardly on the pitch? Are you being funny? No, yeah. Listen, Okafor probably he did need to see the bench today, absolutely. But yeah, let me just get the table up. Let me get the table up. So this is where we are right now, people. All right, 7 points away from West Ham. So as we were before this game week commenced, Forest lost their game. We're in good shape, but there's still a lot of football to go. A lot of football to go, man. So yeah, and you see us already without Joe Rodon. Yeah, Bernal's done well today, but he's at injury risk. We just need to shore up some of these places that we've got in the squad. We do have gaps in this team, people. We've got to get in some recruits, and we can't allow just West Ham, maybe even Forest to do business, and then we're back in that. We're still in the conversation. Just got to say that we're still in the relegation conversation, but we don't want that gap getting smaller. So please, do the business. Don't just stand idle. Do the business, man. Benji saying here, West Ham keep buying strikers when they can't create anything in the first place here. They don't have a great record with strikers. They really don't. But the fact is they're trying something. Now, it may work, it may not work. But the fact is they're trying to give themselves a jolt. And what if it works for, say, 3-4 games and they get themselves essential wins in those games? It could make all the difference, people. So, yeah. Left back that's my number 1 priority, Ryan. I think Justin coming in is one thing on the right for Bogle, but Byram coming in on the left, no. No, please, no. Like I say, I already gave a left back suggestion that would be cheap as chips and somebody who I think would definitely give Goodman some competition, but it gives you a good 1-2 punch at the position as well. So I do hope we're doing that as well. Yeah, this is what this team is, especially against the better teams. Absolutely, Curtis, 100%. 100%. Yeah, Paul, good point here from Paul here. Thing I like was Slut seemed to panic with the subs he made. Think Farker outfoxed him. I think Farker made him, have to push that triple sub. earlier than he probably would have, or if he had even wanted to at all, if the game had gone the way that it should have gone. Let's be real, it should have gone. Because I think, let's just say Liverpool were up 2-0 by the time that triple change happens. I don't think they do it. I think they keep on a lot of the players that they already had on. But because they needed something different, they needed to break us down, he went with the triple change. And yeah, Farker played it perfectly today. I give him full credit for it, for the result anyway. Yeah, we're not getting Ake. I know people want Ake. I'd be stunned if we got Nathan Ake. He's already turned down West Ham because he doesn't want to be in a relegation battle. I don't know why he'd come to Leeds United, because we are also in a relegation battle. But yeah. Let's have a look here. We're almost done, people. Again, apologies for the audio earlier as well. Does happen though with live streaming, as you know. Baller, what's going on, man? Unbeaten in 6 in the league. Never would have dreamed of that at the start of the year. Yeah, man. Absolutely surpassing all expectations so far. You know, and at this point, as I say, I've still got the hope we can stay up. But you got to say, if we do get relegated now, it'd be mightily disappointing, and it would take not a collapse as such, because all it would take is two games where we don't get wins. West Ham do get wins, etc., and things can change in that way. But yeah, we're giving ourselves the best chance at this moment in time. Giving ourselves the best chance. Ake and Oscar Bob. I think Oscar Bob is going to Dortmund. I think that's pretty much almost done. Yeah, I don't think he's staying in the Premier League on loan anyway. Well, Jason here saying, is there a worse combination in Sturridge and Micah Richard on Sky? Yeah, there is. Carragher commentating Liverpool matches. I don't get it. Like, that's just not impartial at all. But it is what it is, eh? Baller saying here, I feel the mentality of the team is stronger than our last couple of stints in the Prem. Oh, yeah, this team is definitely better mentally than our previous one. It's not even close. That team was, I can't say the word, but they were nowhere near it mentally. Absolutely not. They were fragile as hell. This team is definitely, stronger mentally. You've seen it as well. Look, things could have gone badly today. But even if we had lost, say, 4-5-0 today, I would have still expected this team to regroup and recover for the next game against Man United, because I do think that they've got something different mentally. And again, that comes from the leadership. It comes from the players within, Joe Rodon, Ampadu, all these guys. They're way different from the Ailings and Coopers that we had before. Those guys were, yeah, I listen, it is what it is. Thank you for the promotion first time around. Eh? Yeah, Jesse was right though. He was right about that team. They were scared. They absolutely were scared. He was not wrong. But yeah, I think that is it, people. Have we covered everything from the game? Giving you the West Ham deals. Oh, also as well. Sorry, I did not give you all the West Ham stuff. They were also exploring a loan move for Raheem Sterling as well. So again, how motivated is Sterling at this moment in time? I don't know. But if he does move there, we'll deal with it when it comes to it. But again, it just shows you that West Ham are trying to at least get themselves out of the predicament that they're in. So there we are. User saying here, Sterling ain't going West Ham. I wouldn't think he would either. I don't think he would. But yeah, meat and potatoes, as you would say, KG. The previous Leeds United team under Marsh and Bielsa, hey, they were meat and potatoes, but they were soft mash. You know what I mean? They weren't very good. Okay, there was like zero tech in that team apart from Rafinha. So there we are. Uh, Ryan here saying, also, KG, we have some decent fixtures still to play at Ellen Road. So I'm very quietly confident, providing we are smart in the market this month. Yeah. Yeah, it's everything is riding on a lot this month in terms of the market and transfers we make and transfers we need to move out. Again, talking about the game today, Peru, Peru, Harrison, these guys, they're taking up a lot of money, people, a lot of money. And we're not getting any return on it. And also their values are dwindling as well. Melier, who's not even on the bench today, can we at least get a small fee for him unless he decides to leave on a free at the end of the season? That's going to be important as well in terms. We'll see, won't we? Um, so yeah, that's it. I think we'll go with that. Yeah, 0-0, great result today. Daniel Farker's plan worked to a T. Can't say much more than that. Another point in the bank, people. But listen, people, again, once again, apologies for the sound earlier. It does happen at times with live streaming, I'm afraid. But yeah, we're all good. No, not that from Chelsea. Absolutely not. But yeah, listen, people, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow for the cool down when we'll go through the manager's comments and of course a little bit of transfer news as well. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your evening.